What is going on, guys? It is Brendon, and here I have my lovely co-host here. His name is Jacob, and together we are the Screenagers.
What's up, guys?
We are going to be bringing you... Yeah, ignore the music you're hearing right now is from my friend Micah's SoundCloud. If you guys want me to, next time I'll link it. He doesn't have many songs on here, so I'm going to be stretching it as much as I can, but... Anyway, about the songs, we're going to go around the news in the top major sports, what's going on. So we have the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, and I was looking for hockey news on the NHL website, but ironically, there's no news in the NHL. I don't know why, but we're not going to be talking NHL unless something pops up on my phone in the next half hour or so. So anyway, let's begin with the news. First, we'll start in the NFL. Both Reed and Norman were cleared to go to London with the Redskins. Jordan Reed and Josh Norman were both injured earlier this week. How do you think that's going to work out if both of them do or don't play? What kind of impact will that have on the Redskins?
Well, Jordan Reed's the biggest offensive star they have, but other than that, if Josh Norman does play, that's not that big of a deal. It's just Josh Norman. He's playing with the Redskins now.
Josh Norman's pretty talented. I mean,
he's not. He was when he was the Panther, not with the Redskins.
I mean, I feel like any time you go from a team like the Panthers, well, not this season. The Panthers are pretty bad, but if you go from a team like the Panthers from last year to the team like the Redskins, who are subpar, I will say. I mean, I feel like it honestly feels like a kick to the stomach after you had a hell of a season, almost won a Super Bowl. We're gonna drop you to the Washington Redskins. Have a nice life.
I'm surprised he signed with that.
I mean, he's
should have signed with the Falcons or the Giants, right? I mean,
yeah, that would have been nice. I'm a Giants fan and he's a Falcons fan. If you can tell by the screen on here, you don't have his Falcons thing on. Jacob's a Falcons fan, yeah. But anyway, both of them are dealing with concussions right now, and it makes you think, what's going on with the concussions, and is there anything that can really do when it comes to preventing these massive concussions some of these guys end up getting? I mean, there's a point, like, you don't want the guys to get hurt, but there's a point where you got to stop protecting them, too. You don't want to just wrap them in bubble wrap at any point, so.
Yeah, I mean, they signed a contract that says they played through whatever, so.
Yeah, they're both good players, though. Hopefully for Redskins fans and all that, hopefully you guys will see your guys playing this week. Even though I'm a Giants fan and I'm not fond of the Redskins. I don't hate the Redskins like I hate the Eagles or the Cowboys, though. But, yeah, that's just me, because the Redskins haven't really been a threat, so I don't really worry about it too much. But
they are a threat this year.
Well, they're becoming a threat slowly. That's definitely true. So yeah. So I'm gonna go look at
Wait, in other news, C.J. Anderson is out for the season with a torn ACL. He's out for the season. How do you feel about this, Brendon?
Out for the season? This just must have popped up. I was literally gonna go down to C.J. Anderson. He's going to have, it just says right here, he's gonna have surgery and will go on IR.
Yeah.
Yeah, this happened, what time is it? Yeah, this happened about an hour and a half ago of the NFL.com reporting, of course. Ooh, shit, I just clicked on the wrong link. But, yeah. That's a big one for the Denver Broncos, though. He's been very solid, not only for the Broncos, but for fantasy owners around the league, too. I mean,
which screws up my fantasy.
Alright, you can just drop him at this point. I mean, it's unfortunate. Injuries happen, but it's always tough to say.
Yeah. I think Devontae Booker is going to be a good substitute though, but that's about it.
Going to fantasy football. That wouldn't be a terrible
Pick up, yeah.
terrible pickup.
Especially
Pick him up
your
now.
league.
Yeah. Pick him up now, you know. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, but he's gonna be done for the year, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one though, definitely. They did say I'm gonna go back to the original injury. The initial diagnosis was a bone bruise in Anderson's right knee that could have cost him at least a few weeks. Worse news came with a second opinion. The news is now a brutal blow for Anderson, who was coming off the best performance of his season, 107 yards on 16 carries and a touchdown. Rookie Devontae Booker will take his role for week 8. This is week 8 coming up, so.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be seeing some more snaps. But again, CJ Anderson, we do wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, we do.
I know he does, especially because he has you on his fantasy team.
Yeah.
He's got to take his fantasy team seriously, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
We're gonna go to another.
If I don't win, I'm a loser. I'm
you're not. If
second
you're
place.
not a winner, you're a loser. That's
Yep.
great way to look at it. Clay Matthews hurt his hamstring. Going to go on to Clay Matthews' injury. Packers coach Mike McCarthy said the plan for his veteran linebacker is practice limited fashion on Thursday. That is today that we were recording this.
And
so he's practicing
Sean McCoy.
That's literally bit too. There's a huge list going down here of key injuries this week. You know, LaShawn McCoy or Shady isn't really. He's been. What did he do? He suffered. McCoy's first injury suffered in practice that led up to the game. Is what they're saying, and then.
Wow.
So. That's gonna be a tough break. McCoy is a pretty solid running back. He's not. I say he's close to one of the best in the league right now.
Yeah, he's probably top 10.
Top 10, definitely. I'll even stretch top 5.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stretch top 4 or 5 around there. But this just popped up on my screen, by the way. Tony Romo is limited practice for the Cowboys.
Yep, Tony Romo come back, which also, by the way, screws up my fantasy because I start Dak Prescott every single week until Tony Romo gets his business. Hey, how do you feel about that? Jerry Jones comes in, says, I will start Tony Romo over Dak Prescott. How do you feel? Like, I know you hate the Cowboys, but
I'm gonna go unbiased on this one. Honestly, I mean, the way
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. What are the Cowboys right now? I'll check I'll check their record right now.
Okay.
They are 5-1, first in the East, under Dak Prescott. The only loss they have was Week 1 to the Giants.
Yeah, and that's because that dude didn't get out of bounds.
Yeah, the guy didn't go out of bounds. Yeah, that was stupid.
So,
but
this. I was gonna say this just popped up on my screen. Vikings Mike Zimmer for practice showed them how they were playing, and he slaughtered stuffed animals.
Oh.
Vikings then coach Brett Charles denied claim. This
was on my phone too, I think.
Yeah, they denied the claim, but that's kind of a weird thing to.
That he had a bounty. Oh, they're talking about the bounty system. The Vikings,
Oh,
yeah, that whole the bounty thing, injuring guys, you'd get a pay raise.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you got head to head and killed one of them. That would be.
Yeah, I know. But, yep. Hey, other news: Browns are looking for a quarterback. So, shout out if you watch this video, Tim Tebow. Please go to the Browns.
Tim Tebow, no, I don't. Honestly, I think he wants to do what he wants to do, and honestly, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I'm pretty sure. I honestly think he could probably play somewhere else when it comes to football, maybe a running back or even a wide receiver. But I don't see him. even though he was amazing in college, Heisman winner, of course, but like college and the NFL is completely different. So I think his best chance would be either play a different position in the NFL or stick with baseball. But I think the NFL.
Yes, me too. So, do you think the Browns will get a win this week?
They face. Can you tell me who they face again? I don't even remember. They face
the New York Jets.
The Jets. That's right. I'm gonna take a look at the Jets' record. They're only 2-5. I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's their best. I think it's one of their best chances to finally get that first win. But if I want,
so do you think they win at all?
No, honestly. I mean, there's some unless here it is. Unless they face the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know. I don't have their schedule up. Unless they face the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't think they're getting a win at all.
Or the Bears.
Not even the Bears. No, I mean, what are the Bears this year?
1-6.
1-6. I haven't really watched the Bears. I've been keeping an eye on Jacksonville, though, a little bit because...
yeah, me too. I thought they were going to be good, but...
That and I live in Florida. I hear about them constantly. They don't even come on TV down here. It's literally just the Miami and Tampa Bay. It's never Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But... yeah, unless Cleveland ends up facing Jacksonville, I'll look up their schedule real quick. But unless that were to happen, I don't see them winning. Let's see, who do they face? They got their rear ends kicked in by the Bengals last week. So hold on. Cleveland Browns are going to face the Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers, and Giants.
Wow.
These are the next, what? Hold on. They're 0-7. That would only make them 0-12. We're still missing 2 of them. Hold on. Cleveland Browns schedule 2016. Okay, this is more. Alright, so they'll know the Giants, then they face the Bengals, Bills, Chargers. They might get that one against the Chargers, I think, possibly.
Oh,
and then at Steelers, they face the Chargers. That's their only hope, honestly. That or unless the New York Giants show up. I'll be pissed if the Giants lose to Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland sports is like at an up and down right now. I mean, you have I feel like the Indians and the Cavs are like those really pretty girls you see at schools and stuff. And then there's just the Cleveland Browns who are like, how do I say this? I don't know. What's the name of the guy from the Goonies with the messed up face? I forget his name.
Oh, I haven't I haven't watched that.
Someone put it in the comment. You've never seen the Goonies? I forget his name.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's Google this. Goonies. Sloth. His name's Sloth.
Oh, Sloth.
Sloth.
Yeah, they're a little slothish.
No, it's literally just Sloth. The Cleveland Browns are literally Sloth to
yeah, I know.
the city of Cleveland and the state of Ohio. So, but yeah, the only way I see them winning is if they are able to beat San Diego Chargers, who are actually 3-4 this year. They've won 2 straight. They started 1-4, now they're 3-4. The New York Giants are actually tied for last in the NFC East, but they're 4-3. I mean, they're last, but they're tied with the Redskins, but they're 4-3.
That's the toughest division this year, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a tough division, true. I mean, it's going to be that division will go down to the end. Definitely.
It will.
At least between 2 of the teams. At this point, it's going to be all 4 of these guys. I mean, it'll be tough. They don't face the 49ers. The 49ers, the Carolina Panthers, the Chicago Bears. I'm going off.
Well, the Niners, by the way, if anybody wants to get a free win, just tell your team. Just play the national anthem while the game's on. Colin Kaepernick will just kneel.
Oh my god, dude. The NFC East is the only team right now where the last place team is above 500. That is, I say that's pretty solid. I sound like
It is.
I sound like a steaming pot. You know, when I say my S's, it's my fault. But yeah, the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins are tied for last. The Eagles have one less loss because of they already had their bye week. The Dallas Cowboys are 5-0 after starting 0-1. The Eagles are 3-2. I think they lost one of their games to some pretty shoddy officiating, but the Redskins are doing all right. I think the Giants should have beat the Redskins. I really do, but that was their choke. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna go.
That's about it for NFL.
Yeah, I'll go take. We'll take a quick look, real quick. Tony Romo has been. I already said this, I think, but Tony Romo was limited in practice today. If you guys want to talk about, since we're talking about Cleveland, I'm going to bring this up. The Browns quarterback Josh McCown will be starting this Sunday against the Jets. Team could also
really?
Yep. The team could also get rookie wideout Corey Coleman back next week against the Cowboys.
Oh, I'm gonna look for him in my fantasy.
I wouldn't. I mean, he's probably a talented wideout, but let's be honest. Any guys that any people that go to Cleveland pretty much are pretty much going to be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. I could name you could name any player that's played for Cleveland in the past 10, 15 years, and they're basically a bust. Of course, the biggest bust, of course, I think he's the one that started this horror train in Cleveland. We got to go with Tim Couch.
Yes.
I think he's the one that started it all. They're suffering from the couch curse. Am I right?
Yep.
I want to go on
couch
to
potatoes.
The couch potatoes. No, the couch brown. Oh no, that was dumb. Anyway, we're gonna stay in the vicinity of football. We're gonna go to fantasy football. I'm gonna give you some sit-ems and stardoms right now. All right. I'm also looking at CBS Sports Fantasy. I'm gonna look at some of these guys real quick. Some of these are honestly really surprising. So I'm gonna say here's the surprising start. They're saying start Russell Wilson.
Okay. Wow. Well, yeah. You got to start him on the Saints defense.
I mean, he's had hasn't been doing really good against the Saints in his career overall, but he has been awful. I mean,
yeah, but the Saints defense is awful, dude.
True. I mean, here are just a couple of guys that have been doing better than Russell Wilson this season when it comes to fantasy. Brian Hoyer, Brock Osweiler, Trevor Seaman, I forget his Semien, I don't remember how to say his name, Blake Bortles, and Dak Prescott. Even Tom Brady, in his 3 starts, has gotten more points than Russell Wilson. Russell's just been absolutely awful.
That's awful. Wow.
That is awful. He combined for 19 points in his past 2 games against Atlanta and Arizona. He's currently on pace to rush for 88 yards this season. That's astounding since he had almost 500 rushing yards in his first 4. He will also be on pace to attempt 552 passes, which will be a career high. His best was last year with 483.
Wow.
But yeah. New Orleans has allowed 5 of 6 opposing quarterbacks to score at least 20 fantasy points, including 4 in a row. 4 quarterbacks have passed for at least 300 yards, and the Saints just have 2 interceptions all year.
I say he has a big day, like 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
This person, hold on. Here's who they're saying you should start. You start Russell Wilson over Cam Newton, Matthew Stafford, Andy Dalton, Derek Carr, and Phillip Rivers. That's who you're willing. That's the type of guys you're willing to start him on. But again,
Wow.
honestly, none of these surprise me except Andy Dalton slightly. But the rest.
So should I say the sleepers of the week, or do you want to?
You go with the sleepers. Who do you think's going to be a sleeper pick or sleepers?
Sleeper. I got 3 of them. And the first one of this week is Devontae Booker. Make sure you guys pick him up in your fantasy. He's only owned in 32% of fantasy football right now. So I don't know why nobody's picking him up. But, guys, if you have him in your free agency, pick him up. Second one, Matt Asiata. Jerick McKinnon is out for the game, and they have really nobody in that running back position except Matt Asiata, who, as a matter of fact, was one of those people that have had good games when they put him in just like once. You know, like Nick Foles when he tossed like 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, Nick Foles. We don't talk about him.
And the third one of the third one of this week is, let's see here. Well, there's a lot of them.
Who are you picking now?
Let's see. Well, see, this is not a this is a sleeper.
Okay.
Michael Thomas out of New Orleans, because New Orleans offense, in order to win that game,
they're gonna have to be offense heavy.
Yes, and Seattle's defense, as a matter of fact, does not look as good as it was 2 years ago at New England.
Yeah.
When they played them in the Super Bowl, so.
I'm going to give you one sleeper pick. And he had a great week last week, and I think he's going to have another one this week against the Oakland Raiders. Jameis Winston, of course, quarterback for the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm going to say he's going to have a pretty breakout.
That's a good one.
I say he gets you at least 21 points. And I'm not reading that off. I'm not reading that off the website. I promise you that. You can check it. It'll be linked. I'm not reading that off the website. I say at least 21 points.
Oh, wow.
At least. Here's a few sitters, though. If you guys want to hunt them down. This one kind of surprises me, but he's been on a little bit of down. So, they're saying sit Carson Wentz this week. The Wentz wagon is being put in the shed for this week, is what.
No.
Carson.
Actually, personally, I picked him up for my fantasy because he's facing the shoddy Dallas defense.
Yeah, they've got a decent defense. I don't really watch Dallas too much. I don't know what their injury situation is, but overall they have a pretty solid defense. I mean, they're top of the division, only losing to the Giants. So.
Yep.
Blake Bortles, I don't know how the hell. I've always messed up his name.
Bortles.
All right, so I was right. He's a sitter.
Yep.
And the quarterback that they're calling a bust, Phillip Rivers, but that's not surprising.
Obviously, every week.
Yep. For running back, and I'm so glad I've had this guy on my team since week 1, Matt Forte.
Oh, yes.
He was I think he was my first draft pick, to be honest. Latavius Murray,
really?
They're saying, I think they're saying Latavius Murray, not a bad one. Devontae Booker, who you said earlier.
Yep.
Sit the following: Jamal Charles against Indianapolis, Jerick McKinnon, even though you said that, Jerick McKinnon, Jordan Howard, Ryan Matthews. I have Ryan Matthews on my team as well, and he's a very good running back, even though he has been fumbling a little bit lately. But I think he's a solid running back. My issue with Ryan Matthews being on your team, and I hate saying this because he's an Eagle player, but he is a very good running back. I only think because Philadelphia tries to rotate 2, sometimes 3 running backs, Darren Sproles and Wendell Smallwood. I mean, I don't see the point in that, really. I think Ryan Matthews is one hell of a running back, and if anything, maybe have Sproles run third down, but I think Ryan Matthews should be their main back. I really do. Do you want to go wide receiver? I'll go wide receivers real quick. I'm just gonna see if I have any of these guys. I actually don't. Few sleepers though.
Oh, who's that?
Devontae Moncrief versus Kansas City.
Oh. Mm.
Stephon Diggs at Chicago.
That's a good pick.
And Marquise Lee
Oh.
at Tennessee. Okay. I'm just looking at right now. I don't see any of these guys. Actually, no, I don't have. Do I have Jeremy Maclin? I don't even remember if I do. I don't remember if I do or not. They are sit a lot of Eagles players, and I don't blame you if you want to sit some Eagles players. I really don't. That's because I'm a jerk. Kickers. They're sitting for kickers. Start Steven Hauska and sit Graham Gano. That's all I'm gonna go with right now at this point. We're actually gonna rotate to baseball. Yeah, a lot of football news. Yeah. A lot of football news today. Yeah. Baseball, of course, the World Series is going on right now. Game 3 will be at Wrigley Field. The series is currently tied at 1 game each, heading into Friday, tomorrow the 28th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's tickets still available, probably. I mean, I don't know. It's not like I'm going to fly out there or nothing. But let's take a look at the World Series that's happened so far. Cleveland won 6-0 against the Chicago Cubs in Game 1, shutting out Chicago and limiting them to only a few hits. Corey Kluber struck out, I think, 8 out of the first 9 batters he faced. 8 out of the 9 batters that were out. 8 of his 9 outs were strikeouts. So he only had one more strikeout after that. He pitched 5 2/3 innings because his pitch count was high, which you expect that, honestly, when you're striking out guys like that. I'm gonna ask you a question right here, Jacob. All right?
Okay.
Do you think Schwarber will play the outfield? Kyle Schwarber, of course, making
honestly
a comeback right now.
I think he will. I think he's going to be a huge piece for the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. But Brendon, as I should say, I don't think they're going to win this World Series. I think it's going to be the Cleveland Indians going 4-2 in 6 games.
You think it's going to be Cleveland in 6 games? I think it's going to be Chicago in 6 games. I mean, Cleveland has gotten hot at the right time, but it's going to be a tight one, definitely. Honestly, I think now that you think about it, that Cleveland can beat Chicago, whoever wins this is going to have a huge advantage going forward.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, both teams can beat each other, and they can beat each other pretty good from game 1 and 2. But there's gonna have to be a couple players that step up big. Schwarber, I think Schwarber is definitely gonna be one of the guys. I mean, he only had, I think, 11 at bats the entire
real season
before his injury. Yep, and he's doing something unprecedented here after playing in literally that's about 3 games. And then being injured for the whole year and then come back in the World Series.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to put Schwarber somewhere, put him in the outfield. I don't agree with replacing David Ross at catcher. It's not like David Ross can't really play anywhere else. He's 39. The fact that he's still playing catcher of all positions at age 39, a lot of respect to the guy. But I think he's retiring after this year, too. So I kind of hope the Cubs can win one for him. So, yeah. But Schwarber, of course, yesterday in Game 2, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI singles. He walked and scored a run, which helped the Cubs win.
Wow.
I mean, he's definitely playing his part right now. And
yes, he is. For the Cubs to win.
I mean, I've heard of unsung heroes, but this is a new reasoning behind that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up to the Game 3 starters that we're going to look at.
Okay.
I'm going to open this up real quick. They're going to have Tomlin and Hendricks, who are going to be the starters for Game 3 that we're believing right now. Or that's looking might happen. We're going to look at their statistics through the postseason. Tomlin started 2 games, 10 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned, and a strikeout walk ratio of 10-3. Strikeouts to walks.
I honestly think they're going to lose those 2 games because they don't have Lester or Arrieta starting. So
don't count out guys like Matt Hendricks, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
It's something. You never know. That's the best part about these things. These 2 are the best in their on their sides of baseball. So one of the Cubs, of course, National League, and Indians American League. But these 2 are the best in their divisions or in their leagues. So I'm gonna give you Hendricks' stats right now. He's got 3 games started. He went 16 and a third innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 earned, and an 11-4 strikeouts to walks. So these guys have very similar numbers. So I mean, it's gonna be a big one. We don't know who's gonna win it or what's going on, but
yeah, but Cleveland's gotten hot at the right time, which is what you need to do for baseball. To be honest with you.
For any sport, really. Get hot at the right time. The New York Giants I'm making a Giants reference. The Giants in 2007, they just got hot at the right time.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, Denver Broncos, they got hot at the right time this past season. And then Peyton, I mean, when going back to the NFL, Peyton Manning, that's got to be a hell of a way to retire on top of the world. I mean, not many guys get to say they retired like that. So, I mean,
yeah,
it's a good one. So, literally looking through a bunch of pictures right now. The Arizona Fall Leagues are going on right now. You can actually watch Tim Tebow in action.
Ooh, I would. Man, Mets should make them pay for that because that's good TV.
It's good TV watching. He does bring. I honestly,
Another news: MLB 17, the show. You guys can pre-order right now. Ken Griffey Jr. is on the cover.
Oh yeah, I told you that earlier. Actually, Ken Griffey Jr. It's a nice looking cover too. Honestly,
but you guys know me. In the comment section, can I get a hashtag Tim Tebow? Because he's going to be the cover. He should be the cover of this year.
You want a Tim Tebow cover boy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it could happen in 18. I'm going to pick him up in Diamond Dynasty.
Well, you can go talk to MLB The Show on Twitter then. I'll even do it after the stream. I'll go on my Twitter and we'll do it that way. Alright, but the Scottsdale, and if we're gonna go back to Fall League.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yankees prospect, Torres? I forget how to say it. No, that's not Torres. Yeah, Torres. I'm thinking of the wrong Torres. This Torres is spelled Torres or Torres. Jesus, I cannot speak today. This is of course the same league where Schwarber was playing before he came back.
I know you're a Yankees fan. How do you feel about Aaron Judge and who's that other guy's name?
Tyler
that catcher.
Austin? Oh no, Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez. How do you feel about those two prospects? For the Yankees?
Judge getting injured late last season was a little bit rough, but I mean Sanchez, he was killing it.
I know.
I mean, he had 20 something home runs in the last 2 months of the season. I mean, I honestly think he's going to win Rookie of the Year, even though he played only 2 months in the MLB. He's going to win Rookie of the Year, and I'm going to tell you why. Look at any of the other guys before he came, and even after he came. Look at the way they were playing compared to the way he played in his stint so far in the majors. I mean,
Wow.
let's be honest here. He killed it, and no one was matching those numbers.
Yeah.
No one. I mean,
Wait, so are you even eligible for Rookie of the Year? He is. Right?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, you're eligible for Rookie of the Year if you've played even one game. I mean, you're not going to get picked.
Okay.
One game and have less than a year's experience in the MLB. Yeah. So, I just realized something, and I haven't really thought of this. I see a map from Progressive Field to Wrigley Field. It's literally just a straight dart there.
Wow.
It's from Ohio, northern Ohio to eastern Illinois, Chicago. So, I mean, all right.
Go Tribe, all right?
I just want to make a quick statement, real quick. I feel like it's kind of ironic. Again, I'm bringing this back to the Yankees, which I really shouldn't be bringing. But is it ironic that Chapman and Miller are both the closers for the team and in the World Series, but just a few months ago they were both splitting time in the bullpen for the Yankees?
Oh.
And
that's really weird. That's really weird.
Yeah. I want to say one more thing, too. It's ironic. Joe Madden and who's the Indians manager? Why can I not remember him? What's his name? Seriously.
I really don't know, to be honest. I don't really keep up with the Indians.
I know, right? Terry Francona. There it is.
Are you gonna give your condolences?
I will in a second.
Indians fan?
I will in a second. But Terry Francona, I forgot his name for a second. I apologize. Those two guys, 5 years ago, were in the AL East fighting for playoff spots, and now they're fighting each other for the World Series. I mean,
that's crazy. That's crazy. How ironic, the two closers for the Yankees are battling each other. Wow.
And the two coaches, or managers, I always call them coaches, You're going to hear that a lot, but the managers, of course, are playing each other in the World Series. I mean, these guys were fighting for playoff spots before, and now they're playing on the grandest stage of them all. That's actually a WrestleMania term, but anyway. I heard about Chapman last night. I was bringing this up because he threw a 104 mile an hour heater.
Oh yeah,
Fastest,
he throws darts.
He throws killers. I mean, you're not going to go very far unless you get in front of that thing quick. But
you're not.
Chapman, that was the fastest pitch ever tracked in the Fall Classic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, they're saying Altuve wins Sporting News' MLB Player of the Year.
Who do you think wins MVP? That's
a tough one, honestly. There's a few spots you could go here, but you could honestly say Altuve. He a 338 batting average, which he led the AL in. Also had 24 homers and 94 RBIs. So
wow.
So you never know any of these guys. I mean, there's a few of them that could win MVP in the AL. Altuve is definitely a strong contender.
Yeah, Altuve, probably Kershaw. He's in there every year.
Well, Kershaw is NL, not AL.
Oh yeah, true. My bad. I forgot. Who's gonna win an NL? That's crazy. Who's gonna win Cy Young? Is it Jake Arrieta or is it Clayton Kershaw?
Could be either. You could even go as far as saying Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
He struggled a little bit, so I don't think he's really going to be. I honestly say it would be Kershaw. He was when he came back from injury, he was unstoppable. So
and just saying, we shout out. We could have been talking about Jose Fernandez right now, but R.I.P. buddy.
Yeah. That was rough, especially down here in the Florida area. There were people crying all over the place on that one.
Yep.
I'd also like to say I do send my condolences out to Jose Fernandez, and this is a terrible joke to make involving what I just said. But it's kind of unrelated, but either way, I'd also like to send my condolences to Cleveland fans out in Ohio and in that area. Hopefully you guys didn't make any serious injuries when you jumped on the bandwagon of the Cleveland Indians. I'd just like to say. Here's a question for you guys in the comments on YouTube, though. Who do you think, or how long have you guys been Cleveland Indians fans? Be honest. I want to know, but you're not going to hurt me or at all, whatever your answer is. If you just started rooting for them last week, go ahead, tell me. I mean, I'd rather hear that than saying, "Oh, I've been a fan since 1973."
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a fan of the Braves.
Yeah. See?
Well, you know how that turns out.
Yeah. Constant years of disappointment, huh?
Yeah, but especially with the Falcons, too.
Just all your teams in general, bud. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah. But just so you know, this was released, yesterday, by the way. David Ortiz and Chris Bryant won the Hank Aaron Award for last night. In case you wanted to know that.
Wait, real question right here. Does David Ortiz actually retire at the end of this season?
Yeah, he said he was retiring. He honestly has a few good years left in him, but I remember hearing him say his body can't handle the travel and all that goes with it. His body could handle baseball. He just can't handle everything before the game and all this and that. So
Yeah.
I mean,
but he could still smack him, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm sure. Honestly, I think he could probably win the AL MVP.
He could.
He was amazing. We're going to go switch up in a second to the NBA. But I do want to say one thing. I'm looking on the MLB website right now. But here, this is funny. Remember Max Scherzer's second no-hitter? Second of the season, second career back in 2015. Let me click on the link to continue reading it. It was great, dominant, so all that stuff. So Scherzer, of course, saved the jersey, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't keep it in a safe place or wash it because his wife thought it was trash and threw it in the garbage.
Oh, no. Wow.
Hashtag she's sleeping on the couch.
Can we get that in the comment section, guys?
Yeah, right. and then he posts on Twitter. He posts, "Oh look, I found some dirty purses."
Wow.
That's great.
Hashtag to buy $1,000, right? I mean, should probably pay thousands.
You want to say it? Yeah, you want to say it. That's funny though. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna talk about for baseball when it comes to the World Series.
And basketball.
Yeah, we'll go to basketball. I'm not really I just want to make this. I just want to make this statement. I'm not really a big basketball person, so if I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about 100%, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Glad we made that known. I'm gonna read the headlines off of this, but Blake Griffin is a free agent at the end of the year, so.
Oh.
Of course,
Wait, so who's your NBA Finals prediction for this year?
You want me to make predictions already?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say the Golden State Globetrotters.
Ooh, the Golden State Warriors.
Yup, Globetrotters. Because that's how they play, honestly.
Yeah.
And they're going to. I think I might go with a surprise pick here. Alright.
Okay.
You know what my surprise pick is gonna be?
Who?
The Atlanta Hawks. I'm just kidding.
Oh my.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding. No.
That's my team too.
I say the Philadelphia 76ers. Even with Ben Simmons being injured.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. If they get 10 wins, that's like a freaking title for them. Last time they were even close was with Allen Iverson. I was a young kid when all that happened.
So who else do you think makes it?
I think it's going to be a rematch of last year. I honestly can't
Yeah,
think. If anything, instead of Golden State, it would be San Antonio. But other than that, I don't see any changes.
I think Cleveland wins it.
Think Cleveland wins?
They come all the way back. Yeah, and for a fact, we didn't mention this in baseball, but this could be baseball and basketball.
Okay.
The first game the Cleveland Indians played was the first game that Cleveland played, and they got their rings.
Yeah.
How about that? A great night in Cleveland, huh?
Yeah, right.
And LeBron James started crying after he saw the Indians win. Come on, LeBron.
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. Copyright's fun, isn't it? Let's see. Of course, I the only thing I know really about basketball was because Sixers, and I keep an eye on the Philly and New York region of sports.
I thought you were gonna say Linsanity because you're a New York fan.
No thanks. Ben Simmons hasn't considered sitting out the entire season. Of course, he got injured. I want to go through how many 76ers first round picks have been injured. 76ers first round picks. Hold on. First round picks. Let's take a look. I'll go in.
I would say 6.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go from 2011. What was that, first round? Yeah, hold on. We're gonna go. So here's where it's honestly looking a little bit up. 2009, I'll go with 2007. Honestly, started to look a little up for them. They got Thad Young, Drew Holiday, and Evan Turner in those 3 years. And then just basically went to hell for the whole time. Yeah. Then, of course, let's see. Michael Carter Williams, who got injured.
Okay.
Keep in mind, he got injured. Who else was there?
Nerlens Noel,
another one, he got injured. Then Joel
Embiid.
Embiid, yeah, he got injured.
He's still not even 100%.
Yeah, right. Jahlil Okafor, he got injured, didn't he? I think he did.
I think he did too, yeah.
He got injured.
Ben Simmons.
And now Ben Simmons, who got injured.
Well, I mean, you can't have work left in the 76ers, am I right?
We're going to call it the Sixers curse. Hashtag Sixers curse. Yeah. I mean, that's just, wow.
If you have that many first-round picks injured, that's sad. They need to stop picking in the first round.
They need to just stop picking in general. Just move the team from Philadelphia to, like, Canada or something.
There already is a team in Canada.
Toronto Raptors, I know, but still. They're getting killed. I mean, absolutely hammered.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah. Well, but was surprising is they did give OKC a run for their money a little bit.
they did.
So that was surprising.
Yep.
Also, if we did forget anything on the 76ers' long list of first round, second round injuries, feel free to let us know in the comments. Let's see. I'm just gonna see. There's not much I really see here. Do you see anything else? Or know anything else in the NBA? Again, I'm not really a basketball person.
I mean, not really, cause I don't. It just started.
Yeah. Actually,
Demon.
yeah. Well, I actually found some hockey news, not on the NHL website, but
It finally came in.
no, this is on the NHL website. But Sidney Crosby made his season debut and got a goal in the Flyers. Flyers.
Ooh, he still plays?
Yeah, Sidney Crosby plays. He's had a lot of injuries, like concussions. He has had concussion problems. Yeah. But there's that. Things in LA for the Kings are getting even worse, as their backup goalie, who was filling in for Jonathan Quick, is now injured and is on IR with a groin injury. So 2 guys with groin injuries. I mean, I guess you can say the guys in California have weak balls, but that's just me.
Guys, I would watch hockey a lot, but there's no teams in Georgia. So.
You used to have the Atlanta Thrashers, but I don't even think you'd want to watch them. Fly to Winnipeg. Watch the Winnipeg Jets say, "I've been a fan since you guys were the Thrashers." Guarantee that'd give you something going on up there, Jonathan Quick is actually expected to miss about 3 months. We don't know the extent of Jeff Zatkoff's injury. I can look real quick and see if anything pops up. At the moment, though, Peter Dubaj and Zach Campbell will play goalie for the Kings. To that, I have to say, who? Who? You never know. Nobody knew Matt Murray, but he actually got a contract extension. So, Jaromir Jagr joined the 750 goals club over the weekend. I think it was. The only guys that have more goals than him is Wayne Gretzky with 894 and Gordie Howe with 801.
Huh.
So.
Wayne Gretzky, what a monster.
I actually was watching Wayne Gretzky on. It was I think it was the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets classic game, like the old timers games.
Oh yeah.
He was bad.
Oh yeah,
He even said himself, "I was awful."
Well, everybody starts bad,
I mean, they get bad when they get older. I mean, you're not as good as you used to be. But I mean, he was bad relatively. He had a 24-second opening shift. Let that sink into you. Wayne Gretzky having a shift lasting 24 seconds.
Wow.
I mean, again, it's all for fun. It's for the fans, but just say it and you can't believe it. Wayne Gretzky, a 24-second shift.
Wow.
Yeah, I can say it 5 or 6 more times and it's still going to be hard to believe. 24 seconds. I mean, there's a lot you can do in 24 seconds. Just ask the last girl. I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Just ask the last girl that Jacob met. Let's see. Marian Hossa scored his 500 goal. If we're going to talk about goal milestones, he scored his against the Philadelphia Flyers about a week ago. So
About a week ago.
I knew you were gonna do that, and I so want to slap you right now, but that's not gonna happen because I can't. I can't slap you through Discord.
I honestly wanted to play the song about a week ago.
I know. I don't want to get our first video copyrighted here. If you don't know the song, I'm just gonna say it's better that you leave it alone. One more thing I want to talk about.
Free Kodak.
Oh my god. Gregory Campbell for the Columbus Blue Jackets got suspended for not reporting to the minor league.
Oh, how long is he suspended?
It was a team suspension.
Oh.
They suspended him for failing to report to Cleveland in the AHL. The Jackets waived Campbell last week after they could not work out a trade for the veteran center. He went unclaimed and was assigned to the AHL. But his agent said Campbell, who's now 32, chose not to report rather than take a roster spot from a young player. So they're suspending him. Team suspension for that, not a NHL suspension. So, yeah. Kind of reminds me of Jonathan Drouin last year. Did that? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he ended up doing that last year, and it caused a whole thing with Tampa Bay Lightning. But he's actually back up in Tampa.
You know a lot about hockey. I don't watch hockey very much, but who's gonna win the Stanley Cup? Your early season prediction.
My early season predictions, eh? That is actually a very tough one. There's a lot going on right now. I personally want to say Philadelphia. I actually have reasons to back this one up. But I don't see Philly going all the way this year. I see them going pretty far, and then next year I say they're a title shot. But
oh wow,
I'm honestly, I'm gonna say it right here, right now, and it's gonna be the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
And in the West, it is going to be. This is going to be a sleeper pick. Alright, so just keep in mind. I want to see what their record is real quick before I say this. I was going to say it anyway, either way. But Dallas Stars are going to face the Montreal Canadiens.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
And who wins it?
Who wins it? Honestly, I say Montreal. They have a way more solid goaltender. Carey Lettinen is a very talented goaltender. Don't get me wrong, but when you're a goalie and your name literally says "let it in," I'm sorry, I have to go with Carey Price. So. But yeah, I say Montreal. Early season predictions, of course, doesn't mean too much. Things will change in like 3 weeks, and they'll say, the Winnipeg Jets are gonna beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Like it changes, but.
Well, guys, you heard the predictions coming from your hockey master right here.
Hockey master, thank you. I appreciate.
Guys, because he doesn't know much about basketball. I don't know much about hockey, so he fills me in.
Yeah, we'll cover each other on that. But me and him do love both football and baseball, especially.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, definitely a heck of a performance. I don't even know what I was gonna say with that. Nice. I just started BSing and I don't know what came out, but I want to go into baseball real quick. Alright, I'm going to say these are things that I'm finding out on baseball right now. If I haven't said it already, Owen Cespedes is going to opt out of his deal with the Mets.
Oh.
So
that's bad for the Mets, but
He's still got 2 years, 47 mil left on it. So
Brendon,
yeah,
you know what this means? They're looking for an outfielder.
He's not going to the Braves.
No, I know he's not going to the Braves, but
Maybe he could go to the Yankees. That'd be nice.
Tim Tebow's gonna get called up to that position.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I mean, why else would Yoenis Cespedes leave? He said, you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up my job, making about 25 mil a year, to make Tim Tebow the starting center fielder. Yeah.
Also, the cover.
Yeah. True. Definitely. I want to say one more thing before we go. We're gonna wrap it up here, but this is a little bit of breaking news. This literally happened 25 minutes ago at this time. So reports alcohol factored into the boat crash that killed Jose Fernandez.
Oh, yeah.
A strong odor of alcohol. I'm just reading this word for word. I'll link it again later as well. A strong odor of alcohol was found on Jose Fernandez and 2 other men in the boat when they died in the crash last month, according to a search warrant affidavit by Miami-Dade County authorities. The same guys that made the sex offender shuffle, if you want to look it up on YouTube, but I don't recommend it. Okay, I do. It's a really funny video. But back to the seriousness. The warrant alleges investigators found evidence that the boat's driver was speeding and driving with recklessness. Who
was the driver?
It wasn't Jose. I know that.
Okay.
That were exacerbated by the consumption of alcohol. It does not identify who was driving. I thought they ruled him out, honestly. But the Miami Herald reports that the warrant was prepared so that investigators would search the boat, look at its GPS to examine its 2 engines. And examine its 2 engines. Fernandez and his 2 friends died September 25th when the boat where they were on slammed into the jetty off Miami Beach.
Wow.
So yeah. Probably not the best way to end off, but
yeah. You want to know what the best way to end off is?
Yogiisms.
Yogiisms, baby.
Yogiisms. We're going to tell you one yogiism, alright, guys? I'm not going down the list. I'm just going to literally read the first one that makes me laugh. Alright, so today's yogiism. These are, of course, popular things that Yogi Berra has said over the course of his life and his baseball career. He was a great baseball player and is missed in baseball, of course. But today's yogiism, it's like deja vu all over again. That's where we're gonna leave you off, though, on a nice little yogiism.
That's actually what makes you think.
If there's any other sports you want us to talk about, maybe in the future, I can probably find soccer,
wrestling,
WWE if you want to count that, or even amateur wrestling, NASCAR even, because that's technically a sport in America, or any type of auto racing for that matter. Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you want to leave constructive criticism, please do. Don't be a dick. That's all I gotta say. Be constructive. Let us know what we're doing right and doing wrong. If you want to give some criticism, we are both completely okay with that. But if you're gonna be a dick, please, your comment will be deleted if you're gonna be a jerk. So,
okay.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play out our music. I mean, shut up, Jacob. Of course, this is by our friend Micah. Yeah, it's all the way at the beginning. Alright. So thank you guys for watching. I'm just gonna wait until like the first bass drop in it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a good day. And hopefully you learned a few things.